options. Which one do I think I want to try next? Yeah, you know what? That'll be an interesting one. And one that might actually take a bit to get through. This is the Alpha 1 solar system. It contains 3 planets. The inhabitants of these planets have been at war for 7 months. Invaders from the distant star NGEC 1611 are in position to take over all 3 planets. The Alpha 1 Federation has dispatched 3 pilots to NGC 1611. You must terminate the invaders' power source on NGC 1611. This is Xardion. With a Super Nintendo. Because we're going all over the place system-wise today. At least that's the goal. I would like to be all over the place in terms of systems so that we keep it interesting. Oh, it's got one of the other ships, so no. Well, glad I didn't have to do anything for that. Blinky, 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 bink. We are a big robot now. So yeah, you walk around, you shoot stuff. I have seen this game played before, but I've not actually played it myself. There's gonna be one point where things may get a little weird as well, because I might not remember what I need to do there. There is, I believe, an experience system is what the count up there in the top right is. This is going up when I'm destroying things, so I believe that's helpful. And if it seems like the gun makes like no noise, that's because it does. It does make like no noise for some reason. And there's a way to switch, there we go. Ladies, which has like this weird like hair whip move. And those they have different experience as well. And then Panthera is just a panther with a spin jump that jumps higher. Their abilities are going to matter, so keep that in mind. Like, this has been in the to play list for a while. This just seemed like a good opportunity for it. Since it is only a couple hours, theoretically, to get through. Oh, there's a power-up over there. Well. That is an ammo power-up, though, I do believe, so it's not critical. Yeah, I think that extended our health when we got past 40. We'll stick with the Temu Gundam we've got at the moment. Probably get it to the next level up point, then we might switch. Because this area seems mostly designed for that. Except we do need to be Panthera to fit through this hole. Boop. And now there's a transport beam there. So what does this do for me? Okay, it puts me up here. I'm assuming I want to be up here for a reason. So I'm just gonna follow through on that idea. Another ammo pickup. This is... So if we go into our menu again, we have 2 missiles, 1 sub-tank, and that seems to be it. We are hurting, but we're also almost to level 3. We also have Act Plasma, BL Force, and nothing else. BL Force, I think, was the thing that we picked up over here. Good thing fall damage isn't a thing. It's kind of weird for giant mechs to have fall damage to a certain degree, because you'd think they would be built with, like, boosters to keep themselves from hitting the ground too hard. There we go. So now we're level 3 with Triton. Let's go down the line. Get everybody at least a couple levels. Oh, we found arms. Maybe now is not the best time to be switching around, but you know what? We're also missing health on the one that's highest level, so... Okay, looks like the eyeball's the weak point, as one would expect. Ow. Okay, there is an attack for that spot. I was like, can you even hit me here? Okay, let's switch off. Oh, you reach forward, though. That's a yikes. Try again. So yeah, you can see the lay of the land here. We go through this planet, then we go to the next planet, we go to the next planet, and we go to the spaceship, and game's done. In theory, not very long. In practice, we'll see. As you'll notice, when we die, it puts us back at the beginning. But we keep our levels, so we can grind our way to victory a bit here. But notice, only the one who died heals. So that's unfortunate. So it may be worth my while, actually, to purposely tank a death a couple more times. Because I don't know if this game has a life count or anything. I think you just try again and again. I don't actually know. Well, didn't intend to find out, but we're finding out. We can't, like, go to anywhere else right now. I believe you can go backwards once you're further along, but I don't think you can go forwards that way. Get used to this conversation. I suspect we're going to be seeing a decent amount of it. Climb my way up. Slap this guy's ankles until he ceases existing. Like a note or so away from being a damn cricketoon. I don't know why somebody would build a mech like this. It's a little bit of a weird one. Like, I assume there has to be a purpose to the way this is designed. I just don't understand it. Like, the legs are fine, even though this thing moves really slow. I'm mostly confused by the hair whip, if I'm honest. Just a little bit of an odd weapon choice. Right, I forgot about that power-up that's over there. Well, doesn't matter. Does seem like we do much more damage if we do make direct contact with the hair whip thing, though. Oh, I can't get you with this mech. Oh, no, I can. Just gotta wait for them to come to us. This whole not being able to attack upward, aside from with one guy, though, is kind of unfortunate. Can I get the stuff that's up there a second time? Because everything else seemed to respawn, so maybe this stuff will too. You really do get some height off that transport pad. Just gotta be very careful. This way Panthera starts to get some experience as well. And yeah, all this stuff is here, okay. So now we've got 4 missiles, 2 sub-tanks. Don't get an extra copy of BL Force or anything. Makes nothing but sense. It'd be kind of silly. You would really think Panthera would be way faster on the ground than this. Literally can't hit that. Not that it matters. Got away anyway. And it looks like the ammo pool might be shared? I don't really know. Fight this with Triton, though, because Triton's got the most health and is the right height to just shoot right into the center constantly. Probably meant to, like, use the missiles or something. But we seem to be winning the damage race pretty handily here. Yeah, there we go. That's all it took. Just not having damaged health for this fight. Being mentioned there? Oh, I should have made sure somebody else got the kill, though, to get them experience. It's fine. Triton's probably gonna have the lion's share. And covered by water. Home to Triton, which makes nothing but sense with the name. Though, this being the water guy is a little weird. Considering he's just like a standard bipedal mech, but what do I know? Oh, that's why. Okay. That's just a really old clip. Okay. I was distracted by a notification. Don't mind me. When things are slightly weird, I get very curious. Yeah, I already did that game. I love how they're having this conversation after I've already done it. Like, hey, we should do this thing that you did. Like, but I did it. Yeah, but you should do it, though. Have you considered doing it? Considered doing the thing? I do wonder if there's anything in the water here. Ooh, hello? Any of you, like, tunnel? You're hitting past the front wall, but that doesn't help. Yeah, none of that works. Ah, there we go. Shut up, Windows. Just because things are making ba-ding noises doesn't mean you get to make a ba-ding noise, too. Okay, missiles are not really the missiles you you would think they are. But Act Plasma. That's neat, but not what I need either. Yell Force? The audience is now blind. That takes a solid amount of ammo as well. Okay, we just can't get through that wall right now, I guess. Which is kind of weird. Maybe I just need to shoot it more? If I just, like, shoot the shit out of it, maybe something good will happen. Yeah, no, I don't think that's a thing. Okay, now that we're on a quieter music track, I can also kind of hear the gun a little more. It goes ba-da-doo. Like, we're shooting like one bullet at a time, but it's firing like we're firing bursts. There we go. Nope. Oh, it's... I was expecting that to be a pit. I'm sure there's something interesting up in that boat. I'm just checking down here first because we're down here. Kind of assumed that... There we go. It did break. I don't know what that did, but I broke it. Just gonna hope that that was a good thing I did. Oh! There's now a hole here. Nate. Lifeform signal ahead, huh? Okay. Okay, apparently he's too strong for us and we're just gonna automatically run away. Doopa-doopa-doo. Don't mind us, walking away. So that was a whole thing. I guess I don't have something I need for that. God damn it. Want to leave. I want to break free. God damn it. I see what I have to do. I'm just annoyed by it. I was hoping I could immediately turn around, but I have to land first on the right, and then I can turn around and go back to the left. I can't shoot that turret with you, so we'll switch back to Panthera to shoot that from here. I just gotta be careful. Well, at least Panthera will be back to full health. And we all saw how long that lasted. They're shooting eyeballs, in case people haven't recognized that, by the way. The like, blue things those turrets are shooting, they're eyes. I don't know why the eyes are blue, but they are. Wow, I'm so glad that I'm already dead. I'm so not used to the slow jump Panthera has. Like, you would think a Panther would be better at jumping. But unfortunately, you get the slow spin jump. Huh. You ever just see something fall and have no idea why it fell? Like, it was just like a bit of cobweb or string or something, but it looked like a spider as it was falling, so it got my attention. It was very strange. Also, wow, we are just getting absolutely demolished. I kind of expected, you know, that one to be gone, not just looping around and around, but apparently it loops around and around. Also, it really throws me off how they're reacting like this is the first time they've been here. So maybe it's just a weird translation thing. Like, maybe it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, Triton would very much be at home here, not it's like the origin home of Triton. Yeah, I kind of figured that explosion was gonna happen. I did that just to get more health for everybody, basically. I do assume there's going to be a stage that's like better for each of our mechs here. Like a stage that's better for Triton is obviously this one. A stage that's better for Panthera might be in the green area, etc. Well, it doesn't matter. Floating platform literally doesn't matter. Why do I keep jumping in front of it? I can literally just do that. Notice that those squid that keep attacking me don't exist until you're above there, by the way. They're cheeky that way. Yep, there they are. Okay, now we use Panthera, who has Torch now, apparently. I guess that's something we picked up somewhere. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. There's no point in fighting this thing. At least not on that side. It's kind of funny that it's like, oh yeah, this is the place to use Triton, except Panthera's needed to hit half of the enemies in this place with any consistency. Do you think this is necessary? I know. I was gonna say, I do think the button's necessary for this, but apparently not. That's just rude saying they're ugly. Can't say you're wrong, but it's rude. I assume this plasma is good for this, because it seems to be doing a great job of rinsing through the little ones. We're out of shots for it now, though. Okay, we're almost dead. Ah, there we go. That's how the sub-tanks work. You gotta equip them and then use them. They don't, like, automatically activate. Good thing I tested that without testing it by being dead. I kind of figured they wouldn't auto-activate, considering they would have otherwise, you know, done so already. You know, one of the times where we were about to die. Take note of the fact that those little summons are also not worth any experience or anything. Okay, we've hammered into this thing a bunch, so let's switch it up. Oh wait, are you at the wrong height? Now your shots are hitting. Okay. You're almost dead though, so we'll keep playing tag here. Mind your eyes, everybody. I don't know if they were just not fully out yet or what. Do it again. Wow, it's still alive, huh? That is obnoxious. Oh, one more time. This might be meant more as a screen clear than as a boss damaging ability, probably. Man, this thing does have a lot of health, though. Considering we've had multiple of us now laying into it, not really getting anywhere. I think I have enough juice for one more blast. Ba-da-doo. Thing's still alive. Oh, I can actually hit it from down here. Why have I been standing where it can shoot then? Oh, because it can shoot everywhere. Right, you know what? That makes sense. Now, Triton, you're the highest level, so... Considering how this is going, we're just gonna heal you and try to finish the job. There we go. Because I was going to try to get somebody else a level off of that, but it was starting to get a bit problematic. So since Triton can fire in all directions, we might just focus on using Triton. Okay, now that said, Holosphere Panthera's home, so... That is weird that a jungle would be inside a planet. And again, it did say that 3 planets were fighting the thing that we're trying to fight. So I guess the idea is representatives from all 3 planets are involved here. I jumped into that on purpose for anybody that's like, wow, he just jumped right into his death. The intent was to get Panthera some health. I know I said we were going to focus on using Triton, but this is Panthera's area, so I figure I should use it. And it seems like the jumps in here are going to be easier with the increased jump height. Space moths. Not having anybody with any real maneuverability does make this really difficult, though. It's like the closest thing to maneuverability we have is the high jump Panthera has, and Panthera's dead again. I'm starting to think that my plan is not going to work. My plan to just, like, scoot through. Not really looking like a thing that I can do. Also not sure what that power-up we picked up is. Oh, grenades for Triton. Oh, okay then. Also, Triton does have 3 stages of ammo now. So this might end up being just a case of the rich get richer. Panthera doesn't jump that much higher than Triton, just a little bit slower flight in the air. Like, less of an aggressive just fall back down. This is easier to shoot targets with. Not to mention, the more abrupt jump is better for dodging than the slow jump. Of course, nothing's saying we can't swap around as we get through here anyway. Take advantage of the multiple characters' health bars again. But, like, being able to shoot above me, for example, is kind of critical in here, it seems. Oh, god damn it. Okay, it sends you back to the beginning if you fall, so that's not that bad. It's not like you die if you fall, which is what I was afraid of. Okay, so grenade is just a really slow flying bullet. Understood. I tried to jump and it didn't jump. Love that for me. Okay, it does explode on contact. It just... Well, actually, no, because those moths just explode. What I can do, though, is that. Fire the bullet and then lead it into the enemy. Okay, everything's fine. No one needs to panic. We have total control of the situation. He says, lying to himself and everyone listening to him right now. Just gotta methodically shoot all of my problems. Our health situation is mildly concerning. But, you know, one thing to be concerned about at a time. It's a good thing we have a lot of ammo. I didn't expect contact damage to do quite that much. For those wondering why I just kind of bumped into him, I'm like, I'll bump into him and survive. It'll be okay. And then suddenly, it was anything but okay. I think the, like, vial thing I was picking up was either ammo or health, because we don't have any other items over there. None of them match the icon either. So there is an ammo pickup and a health pickup that you can carry around, so I don't know. The artificial sun is interesting. Okay, it's not ammo. Means it probably was health. Early enough in that I don't get hurt before I get to it either. This might be ammo. Ow. Nope, it's neither. What the fuck does it do then? Because it doesn't go in the inventory. Is it experience and I'm not noticing that? Don't know. Be the first to say that I don't know. Like, eventually Triton will just level enough that this will become trivial regardless of my abilities. Or the more accurately, lack thereof. Grenade really doing God's work here, though. As I get knocked off the ledge again. Son of a bitch. That said, this is a great experience farm, I will say that. Because you could just clear a ton of them out and then purposely jump off. If you really wanted to be that guy. Okay, yeah, the vial is healing. So actually what I want to do then is hop off again. Because the items also respawn when we fall down. So what I can do is actually heal Triton back up to full, and then heal everybody else up by just falling in the hole repeatedly. This way we don't have to sacrifice dying completely anymore to get everybody healed up. Because everybody else probably only take one of those vials to fully heal. Oh no, Panthera's already full, and Achilles, yeah, half heal. Because Achilles has a couple levels already. Honestly, the health we have is probably okay. If you're wondering, I may or may not have started getting bored of doing what I was doing. So it's looking like maybe that's more necessary than I would like to have let on. Be doing that. Considering we're getting our shit stomped out of us right now. Wow, those bone scythe things go really far. Nice, 2-for-1 special. Okay. Against my better judgment. Oh, no wonder I got confused. This is solid. I thought the flower was going to be a boss fight. I don't really know why we... Oh! Well, I have a reason to climb this pillar now. And this seems like a job for Panthera, actually. Nope, you can't jump high enough for that, huh? Well, that's a problem. You can jump wider, though, which works. We're getting shredded, though. And we're dead. Hi, Clyde. How's it going?
What is this?
This is Xardion, also a nightmare. Okay, this is the second part of Holosphere, though. So there's that, at least. Which means we'll be going to the boss of this planet after this area. Just gotta outrun the murder bugs and the everything else that wants me dead. Please. Oh, the bugs just go past me. Okay, that's fine. Bye, bugs. Nobody liked you anyway. It's a real shame we don't have any ammo on either of you two. Thankfully, I have missiles. Don't have very many of them, but they're doing the job right now. That made contact, huh? While I was in ball form spinning, that it was enough to crush me, apparently. Alright. I know what this means. It's time for cheese again. So we're making solid headway through the game overall. It's time for you to die next. So we can get health and ammo back. Just gotta be careful not to accidentally select the place I started. Yeah, because you get health and ammo back for free when you die, so there's not much reason for me not to take advantage of this, really. There we go. How's it going, Clyde? While I try to figure out if what I'm doing makes any sense. Okay, they can be killed. And these things drop rocks. Yeah, I know the feeling there. Okay, I can shoot the surprise fish down. Good to know. Yeah, you know, that's a joke that exists for a reason, I suppose. I don't know what that orb I picked up was, but I'm assuming it's important. It's just randomly off to one side in an area that is a nightmare to be in. Triton really is just the best choice everywhere. This is meant to be Panthera's area, but it's like, no. No, I have multiple direction aiming. Why would I ever give up my multiple direction aiming? Shoot it in the nose. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, okay, the orb I picked up was an ammo thing. Let's find out if torch does anything good. The answer is it shoots directly forward. And I can shoot the hands, so I guess there's that. I don't know how to feel about what we're fighting here in the slightest. And the fact that it's summoning infinite crabs to upset me. Fuck you and your infinite crabs. Oh, that doesn't kill the crabs, huh? Well, that's bad news. I'm gonna fire it all anyway, because it at least does do damage. I presume. You know what? Now's as good a time as any to find out what the T-bomb does. Nothing before I die, apparently. In hindsight, something called a T-bomb probably was a time bomb. And you know what I didn't have there? Time. Now we gotta get everybody's health back again, so just gonna casually die right quick. That's the problem with character cycling, is just getting into a death loop for a moment to fix everybody back up to good condition, since we don't really have any healing items. We used up the one healing item we've found the entire game so far. Exactly. We clearly needed more bomb in less time. Okay, they do shift around to try to go after you a bit. They're just not smart enough to stay on target. These crabs, however, really good at staying on target, apparently. I was for some reason not anticipating the fish to fall straight down. And we're dead. It's proving to be a very, very good thing that there's not a limit on lives. I would try going back to an earlier area to go pick some stuff up that we know is there, but I don't trust this game not to make me have to stay there if I go backwards. Like, oh, you went back, huh? Well, good news. You're gonna have to go back through that area to get where you're going. Now, good luck. Yeah, the whip move does seem to do more damage than most. Just, you know, a little awkward to use. Oh, I think that's the thing. Every attack's firing multiple. I don't think that was happening before. So I think that might be a level up thing. But we made it back up with most of our health intact. On everyone. just start with the Cadies and just do as much as we can. And yeah, the orb definitely was ammo. Put a Panthera. He's basically already dead. Yeah, grenade seems like the play here, as long as I can line it up well enough. Considering it just hits everything. I just gotta slowly plod my way out of the way of the crabs. Oh, this is bad. Everybody's basically dead. I have no extra items to use, so just gotta hope this will be enough to kill. Just gonna spam this until I run out of ammo and hope for the best. If this is even doing damage to these things, which I think it is, question mark. What the real play might actually be is stick to Triton, walk around underneath this thing and avoid the claws, so I can avoid the crabs. Considering Triton can just shoot upward. Did my own grenade come back down and kill me, or did it just happen to use a very similar looking grenade on me? Yeah, at that exact moment. Because it really did look like my own grenade came back down and killed me. Which I would be upset, but it would also be very funny. If true. Pretty sure, yeah, those are literally just ammo. Which is another hint to me, at least, that it's meant to be, like, grenaded to death or something. I really shouldn't be climbing up with Triton if I'm planning to use Triton to kill the boss, though. Because all this is doing is losing Triton all of his health. Okay, yeah, the grenade does come back and blow up on the floor. And the claws just rip me asunder, so that's not really a move that I can use either, I guess. This fight kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see why this takes as long as it does, based on how long to beat time. Despite the fact that we were already, like, pretty far along pretty quick. I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of fights like that coming up. Where it's just like, okay, figure out exactly what we want you to do or die. Or find a way to cheese through it and not die. I'm doing that thing again where I am using the one whose health I need to retain. Oh right, everybody else is basically dead though. Oh, right, every time I open and close the menu, the music restarts. Yeah, the claws flail around a lot when you're down here in the middle. So I think the play at the end of the day is going to be do that. Fire the grenade, run across. Avoid the crabs. If they ever stop spamming the crabs. Jesus Christ, stop spamming the crabs. Yeah, the fire rate on those crabs that time was ridiculous. What was I supposed to do there? Every time I even so much as thought about stopping, there was another crab. Absurd. I did, however, hear something, so give me a sec. So that sounded entirely too close. That was odd. It sounded like a car door slamming, like, literally right up by the front door. I'm like, that's weird. Let me go look. There was nothing there. Don't know if hearing things or what. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time. Let's go ahead and do the death loop again. Kaboom. This way we've got health to absorb some punishment up there when we get there. And Thera exploded. If we still fail to beat this, I might end up going and looking for where that health pickup was. I think it was in the first stage. And we'll just hope that dying again after that lets me go wherever. Yeah, we'll have Panthera climb. Or try to, anyway. I'm so glad that those things just somehow delayed the perfect amount to get in the way. So that this... For all that this is meant to be the area you're supposed to use Panthera, it really seems antithetical to Panthera's abilities here. Considering the lack of ability to shoot anywhere but just straight forward. So really, I think all I've done is waste our time doing that way. This one's gonna have the same problem, of course, but it'll still allow us to preserve Triton's health for the boss. The ads are about to play, though. So... Tell you what, we'll go ahead and wait. Need out the ads. Oh, there's an item over there. Oh, god damn it. I can't even jump a pixel upward over there. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna try this again. You're probably not gonna miss anything during the ads if I try this again anyway. We're probably just going to die again. You know what my plan is either way, so it's not like you're gonna miss too much. Of course, it would help if my input doesn't get eaten. I was gonna say, you just out of crabs? Which, if I'd realized these were gonna die quite this quick, I would have just been shooting them to begin with. So we end up with situations like this, where we kind of just stand here and wait until it decides to stop sending crabs. we go, that's one. Yeah, this is not a very exciting way to win this fight, so it's probably for the best that the ads are running during this fight. Still no guarantee we're gonna win anyway, considering the occasional crab that just comes whipping out at Mach. Yes, there we go. It's dead. Why are we upside down? Okay, we're just in the upside down times, and I can't switch or do anything, it seems. So it's a good thing I'm on Triton right now. Oh, I can't even shoot. Huh. Well, we're just gonna hang out here for a moment while we wait for the ads to finish running. It's already been 4 hours, goddamn. Does not feel like it's been 4 hours. Really feels more like I just blinked and suddenly we're here. You know, it'd be that way sometimes. Ah, okay. Checking on a couple things while we wait out the last few seconds here. Okay. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. I did end up finishing that fight literally the way you saw me doing it before. Jump up, shoot grenade. Except I was shooting the crabs down because I realized I could actually shoot them down pretty quickly. And then just watch, rinse, repeat until fight over. Now we're upside down because the gravity's been inverted for some reason. Can't shoot or anything here, so just kind of collecting power-ups apparently. Can't open the menu to find out what any of those things we picked up are. Oh, there was one more power-up, but there was a hole there, apparently. Oh, we're just on Fiera now. Home of our final companion, Clades. Both those things I picked up were not new abilities either. Okay. We did get one sub-tank out of that, and I think the thing I missed was another one. Annoyingly. Oh no, tiny soldiers. Which are actually kind of dangerous to me because I can't shoot them. Get a load of the little legs going on this guy. He's just, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Say less. You said readings down this hole, so I'm going down this hole. Yep. See you up there. Not slick. Dead. At this rate, I may as well just do what I keep thinking about doing and just use Triton only. The level difference is getting a little out of hand. Where were all these health pickups in the other stages, game? Ridiculous. Just health pickups all over the place. Somebody else probably should pick this one up. And we do have Scorch with Panthera now. Instead of Torch. And we got Shield for Triton. That sounds useful. Potentially, at least. Okay, they just hopped on off out of reality, apparently. Oh, interesting. We're climbing up old abandoned tank barrels. Definitely see why there's so many healing items in this stage, though, because the stage is just, like, constantly attacking you. Oh, you just straight up can't shoot them. I was at the right height to shoot that one, and it still didn't take damage. Apparently the tanks are hazardous, too. Great. Oh, we got something big coming. Some kind of weird ship. Fortunately, Triton's health is, like, empty. Might be worth trying to figure out how shield works. Or, you know, I'm gonna die before I get a chance to do anything with that information. I might have activated it? Question mark? I thought I heard a noise, but I didn't get a chance to do much. Ah. It's just a forward shield. But I can shoot through it, so I guess there's some value there. Doesn't help when something decides to just land on my head, though. See, I was thinking Panthera would be useful because of the low height enemies, but I'm starting to question that. Any goodies over here? Make it worth going on the surface? Because there was a bunch of goodies underground, so... Safe bet we're going back there, but I just want to make sure we were missing anything cool up here. Now, we can't go this way, it seems, unless I figure out how to use those platforms, and I'm not that interested. I'd rather take advantage of the amount of goodies down here. Not to mention, actually thinking about the free experience that these traps afford us. Apparently Panthera can get stuck on that slope, so that's interesting. But this way Panthera can get off of level 2 and be, you know, a little more useful. Except all these things on the ceiling, Panthera will not be able to hit. I almost wanted to call these literal low-hanging fruit, but they're hanging pretty high, actually. That really... Oh, is that like a pause, not a... No, it did kill it. Huh. I still don't fully understand what that move does, apparently. See, I thought it was a damaging screen clear move, not a, like, stop everything in place move. Apparently, I am just wrong. Oh, those barrels do rotate down after a little bit. Which makes nothing but sense having an entire mech standing on your tank turret. Would definitely cause it to tilt a little bit. And if it didn't, you have a really strong mechanism in that tank. Just Triton's health looking. Triton's health's looking okay. I figure they fly overhead, we shoot them a bunch with the vertical shots Triton has. Once they go horizontal, other people could take turns if they wanted to, but shield's also proving to be kind of handy here. Ow. Till they hit me in the back of the damn head. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I was fast enough on the draw there. Yeah, I think this is just a Triton fight, really. Between how useful shield is for stopping a chunk of the shots, I used up a heal without meaning to because I ended up hitting the wrong button. Look at all the shots that shield's blocking. Shield is just so good for this. Including whatever that murder laser is. This really is just like absolute cakewalk with this setup, apparently. It's not exactly fast based on the fact this thing's still alive, but you know. Considering our alternatives would be shooting it only when it's in front of us, I'll take this. I did waste my heal though, which is annoying. Because we're about to heal to full from completing the stage and from leveling. So we got weird slime things. They did say this was a highly advanced scientific civilization. Oh, these move. Okay. Guess we're going this way. I saw arrows going out to the side, so I'm like, oh, maybe I'm meant to leave? But if just sitting on these platforms for a second makes them move, you know, I'm just gonna go up this way then. Just hope that I find something good. Oh. Orbital elevator, huh? Oh, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Well, let's check out the sides then, right quick. I think this was just to teach you, hey, there's paths on the sides. There's fucking nothing down here. Okay, the blue platform there is not another platform like this. We're gonna end up triggering the, hey, how far up are you planning on going dialogue, but that's fine. Okay, nothing under there. Did fuck up again though, and my ride's gone. Yep. I wonder if the shield would block the laser. I feel like it probably wouldn't. That seems reckless, put it politely. Oh, god damn it. I thought there'd be something over there. Not very at the rate I'm going. Just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything while I was waiting for the elevator to get up to where we needed to be. Oh good, landing on that killed it. I was expecting it to kill me. We got Scuttly boys again. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. You're fucking joking. Okay, maybe Panthera doesn't actually jump higher. Maybe Panthera's just a lie. Wait. Why isn't it going up now? Hey, up. Up, up. Thank you. Just need to wait till I was the right height. Like, as far as the horizontal goes, I could have used Panthera for that, but... And for getting to these, this will be a much better idea. Is the slow jump instead of the fast jump. Ooh, we got Black Hole now for Arcades. That seems more useful. And another bot gets nuked. That is also useful. Just like that one. We're just gonna have to wait for that elevator to come back, though, it seems. I must have had some wild amount of sleep debt going into today, though, because I slept a full 8 hours. Like this, last night was some of the best sleep I've had in a while, and yet I am just like not feeling it today, apparently. Going up. Going up. So just do it myself. Apparently this is really bad. You know, I'm not sure if this is a good thing or not. It doesn't seem like it's helping. No. I'll take it if my enemy just falls through the floor and leaves. That's completely fine by me. We'll just say that the black hole did it. And there's a battleship parked in space. Yeah, there it is. Once upon a time, we would have killed each other instead of working together. What a time to be alive. This ship kind of sucks. It's covered in angry robots. It's only slightly worse than being covered in bees. Go, black hole, for the good of the city. Oh, it comes with me, huh? Okay. Seems to be accomplishing absolutely fucking nothing. Oh wait, no, it's eating bullets. Okay, that's useful, actually. I was hoping that it would, you know, swallow my enemies, but if it's swallowing my enemies' bullets, that's good enough for me. We are almost dead, though, so let's go ahead and tag out. I did see that invis shield. I don't know if that's good, but it's a thing. That bullet kept turning me around. Oh yeah, things just pass through me. Okay, Panthera, you've suddenly become much more useful. If you could just kind of like traipse through the area unharmed, this is delightful. Okay, good, this is where I was supposed to go. I was a little concerned. Dum-de-dum, nobody can bother me. Ow. Dum-de-dum, nobody can bother me. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This really kind of breaks everything, and you know what? I'm fine with it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Just walking along. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Apparently there's parasites in the antimatter generator. I have no healing. Yep, it's just gonna drop on my head. Need to Triton have health again, though. That appears to be the final stage. Unless there's more after the spaceship. If that's just, like, not shown on the map, which is entirely possible. Invincibility. Like, an argument can be made for just fighting the thing that I was fighting using this invincibility. And honestly, there's great logic to that idea. There's also great logic to what I'm doing right now, which is just getting a bunch of free experience for Panthera while invincible. You see, I was treating it like a stealth thing. Like I was just invincible as long as I was invisible. But I could just break things, kill things, and fight while just shielded, apparently. So that's nice. Kind of confused by that one. It seems rather game-breaking. Not that I'm gonna argue at this rate. This is definitely all the more reason to get Panthera more ammo, though. I feel like either I've missed things, though, or this isn't the end. Because we're still missing abilities for everybody other than Triton. In fact, actually, I think we're missing a Triton ability still, too, aren't we? Yeah, because we have down to shield, but we're still missing the fourth one. Unless it's level-based, and I was just confusing myself. But I'm pretty sure things we were picking up were giving us our abilities. If all this is gonna do, though, is try to crush me, I'm pretty much fine. Like, it tries to crush me and shoot the occasional thing at me. Just gotta watch out for when it starts spamming the crush. The worst case, once we're almost dead, I can switch to Panthera and just start invincibility, de-shielding my way through everything. Yeah, see, it's shooting more, and it's presumably going to try to crush more, too. Not really sure why it tries to crush off to one side like that sometimes, though. That's a little weird. Need to use an ammo pickup. I fucked up. There we go. ammo. Because it doesn't, like, show a selector box around anything, so you have to guess which menu you're on at the time. Like, I can use these missiles to attack it. Give Panthera a way of actually fighting without needing to be in direct line. Like, if they're giving me just invincibility, I'm gonna use it. I'd be silly not to. Considering there's still the risk of not noticing when I stop being invincible and I end up dying. I think it's reasonable adjacent. I wouldn't say it's completely reasonable, but it worked. And this also means everybody's gotten a turn to claim a boss kill now, which is nice. We glow in green, fly in through space, until we stand on the void of space. Oh, we are just flying through the atmosphere. Oh good, we can't turn back into ships. Well, this is gonna sting. Wait, we had a parachute the entire time? This looks very silly with Panthera, considering it's not attached on half of it. Life seems to get a vacation. Brilliant green, all that on this planet. This can't be real, right? I don't trust it. Yep. The planet itself wants you dead. Aha! That's why there's no war on this planet. Nothing survives on this planet. The trees, the ground, the everything wants you dead. Including the tree bat. I'm glad I turned on my shield. Place sucks. Apparently everything here's a simulation. Because, you know, why not? Apparently these things are only active behind you, so that, you know what, we're just gonna keep on keeping on then. You lot have fun behind me. Yeah, you know, that theory about this planet being alive and just like one big angry living thing, looking pretty likely right now. Looking pretty likely. Just gonna keep invincibilitying. Don't mind me. You gave me this power, I'ma use it. So I do want to heal Triton. Oh, we got burst now. Aha! Is that all the abilities? We got end barrier and reflex laser. Okay. We're still missing one. Oh, there it is right there. They were all just in here, I guess. Yeah, because now we've got... Oh no, we still are missing one. So the fact that I got Panthera's fourth and not Alcades, I'm going to assume I missed one then. And I don't know what save does. I forgot to switch back to the right one. So now we're gonna have to go back through tree hell. But look, we found our target, NGC 1611. You would think since we knew we had to go fight this thing, we would have at least known something about it. But on the bright side now... Actually, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and tank a death with Triton right quick as well to get back to full power with Triton. Look at how dangerous this place is. Look how much damage these things do immediately. And since the trees only move when they're behind you, it's actually kind of hard to kill them. The Triton's like very close to another level, so can we? Nope. I was gonna say, can I just get that level right quick? What a weird game this is. There we go, there's the level up. I'll accept the fact that Triton's missing just like a touch of health in exchange for just waltzing on out of here. Goodbye. You can't hurt me. I'm not even real. If everything here's a simulation, all that matters is I ignore you. So everything being a simulation doesn't really match up. I think that was a weird word choice. I think it's actually meant to be just like a statement of everything here is a fake. Like as a cover for the fact that this planet is a living thing, etc., etc. I didn't mean to pick that up with you. Go, shield up, and away we go. You know, may as well take the free e-health and the free stuff. Faces. I mean, there really is just nothing stopping me just being invincible the whole rest of the game now, admittedly. I don't know why a living planet has just a bunch of human faces in its center here. It's a little weird. We also seem to actually be, like, safe standing here? Because you'll notice all the shots are going around us. They're just, like, trying to spit on us and failing. I think we'd actually be safe to switch to somebody else. Shield does not block this. Also, no, we're not actually, in fact, safe to switch to somebody else. Yeah, see, each of the heads react when they're shot, so... And it looks like this is another relatively safe spot. So let's just start from the bottom and work our way up. I don't think I even need the shield here. Ooh, actually the laser's really good here. Because it bounces from head to head for the most part. This is actually, like, ideal positioning. May as well just keep firing in the main gun as well, though. No reason not to, right? Admittedly, I'm not sure how much more exciting this is than just sitting there being invincible and thumbing my nose at them. But at least I'm doing something other than just us sitting there shooting the basic gun constantly. They sure do take a lot of hits, too. Oh, the excitement of standing here. What the... I don't know why my laser did that, but it was kind of cool. Did I make that happen again? I didn't mean to land up here. But you know what? With all the other heads gone, the heads up here actually can't do much. They can only shoot downwards, so we're actually just chilling anyway. Tell you what, actually, you pop out. This way you get to get some experience. You also do the most damage, I think. Especially considering how your attack looks like it's going right now. I think this is the move. Yeah, look at that. Look at how much faster that head died. Uh-oh. Surprise! There's something behind all the heads. Okay, the projectile does move towards me. What about the end barrier? Does that work? Yep, that's just another invincibility option, I guess. Because it seems to be just taking care of that entirely. That face that this thing has is very silly. Some kind of weird worm creature. And it's soon to be no longer a creature. It'll just be a corpse. Just needs to sit still long enough and accept its fate. All of its friends slash hosts are dead, so, you know. May as well accept it. Though it's interesting how we only killed one row of faces. The other row of faces are just sitting there with their eyes closed like, oh no, everything's gone wrong. At least everybody's getting a turn to fight this thing. Most of the other fights, I was like, I just... insert character here, can't do anything in this situation. Whereas just beating this thing up, anybody and everybody's gonna be able to do that. So unless the shield doesn't block the orbs... Or I should say, unless the shield does block the orbs, Triton might actually be the only one who can't do this as well as the other two. Because the other two have just straight up invincibility abilities, so they can just sit here and beat the hell out of it. How much health does this thing have, though? You would think with the beating it's taken to be dead by now. It is interesting that the one from the scientific planet, by the way, basically is using magic. Even down to having a staff. I do find that interesting. But, you know, there's always the statement of, like, any sufficiently advanced science is indistinguishable from magic, etc. But it's neat. It's a neat difference there. Oh, we're in planes now. So we might be done? Uh-oh. That looks bad. Oh, acid. That seems a problem. You're still the same distance you were before, which is probably not good. Well, here it comes. Why are you fucking around that way? Oh, Panthera's been melted. Wait. Weren't you at full speed already? What is it? Oh. Title drop, okay. Wasn't that very convenient? They just drop off a doomsday weapon on their doorstep. Like, here you go, this is yours now. That's convenient. It's been... Oh, that's why they got Panthera killed, is because they needed a character space. That would really be a shame if you spent all of your time leveling up Panthera in particular, huh? Join with us, weird machine. So that does explain why Panthera had an invincibility move that was so bustedly good compared to everything else everybody else had. Oh, but you know, Xardion's unleveled. Hyper Beam, Lightning, and Xardion. Only 3 out of 4 abilities. Huh. Well, let's see what these abilities do, I guess. Go, my orbs. Well, those are effective-ish. Their damage is a little meh, but... Ow. Such a tiny thing made such a big kaboom. At least I can, like, keep unleashing these homing spheres till I run out of ammo. I'm also rapidly running out of health. We do have sub-tanks, though. Find out what Hyper Beam does. Nothing, because I'm out of ammo. I was hoping that would take little enough energy because it was the first move. Okay, Hyper Beam's not that hyper. It might be better if it's hitting like a big target, because it might hit a lot like Grenade does. So far for the amazing Doomsday weapon, Xardion, it's not that impressive. Would have been very kind of them to have at least like had it carry over its level. Like carry over Panthera's level, that is. This way it at least had something. It does appear that we are in a maze, though. Which is annoying. We've definitely gone in a circle. For anybody keeping score, we have definitely 110% gone in a circle. Lightning! Okay, that's just a screen clear, it seems. Not exactly that effective a one, either. Not gonna lie, Xardion so far seeming a little bit of a letdown. For being a legendary machine, it's not exactly blowing me away. It's instead getting blown away. Yeah, that's another one that just loops back to the beginning. Why is this here? Okay, but what does it mean? How do I destroy them? Yeah, exactly. Oh, god damn it. So what that means is I have to go back to each planet, to each of those places that we were told we couldn't do something. So like where the thing was in the water here, for example. Yeah, at least this thing combines the best of a bunch of things here. Like, it moves and shoots like Triton does, which is good. It's faster. It seems like it does the same amount of damage as the wizard does. It also shoots multiple projectiles at once, which is very good. Still haven't figured out how to break through walls. Apparently even Xardion can't do that. Probably one of the moves lets us do that, I just don't know what move. I'm presuming that oh no, this stays broken. Never mind, we're good. I was presuming I was gonna have to go over there and break that. But thankfully we don't have to. We are like basically dead, but I'm gonna go see if I need to do anything specific to do this or not. Nope, we just do this now and die. No, legendary weapon Xardion exploded. Ah, everything is ruined. What are those? They're not sub-tanks. I think they're either missiles or time bombs that I'm picking up. We got a lot of both of those. You know what it is? I might be able to use time bombs to break these open. Yep, that's exactly what they're for. So we can break open a healing spot. So that's nice, at least. Go, orbs. Yeah, like, the fact that this actually kills enemies quickly is why you can actually, like, rapidly level with this thing. Well, we've already lost a bunch of health. But we'll go fight the squid thing anyway. Maybe we'll win, maybe we won't. At least doesn't hit that hard. Now, can I use the other mechs for this fight? That is an important question. Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like Triton can hurt it, for example. So we have to use Xardion specifically, which makes sense. Being, you know, legendary weapon and everything. Switch to Hyper Beam, though. See if that ends up working any better for us. Yeah, that worked a lot better. This whole treasure hunt's probably A, a way to pad the game out, and B, a way to get Xardion caught up in level, because that's a lot of experience. Here it is. Am I wrong, or can we jump higher now? I think we can jump higher now. We didn't gain anything new, but we did gain, like, a ton of health compared to where we were before, and we're almost to the level after that, too. But I do feel like we can jump slightly higher. Problem is, I don't know where the other Guardians are. We didn't run into anything else that was like, oh god, we need to leave. We do seem like we're doing more damage now, though. Don't know if that's just level or if that's a benefit of having picked up one of the treasures. Possibly both. Nope, let's just clear our way out of here. You can tell that Xardion's moveset's meant to trivialize traversing these stages. So it's not as bad that you have to go back through. Apparently I can't... Huh? What do I do then? I could die, but I'd rather not. Well, I guess I'm dying. Unless maybe I go back to where I started the area and I can leave from there? Question mark? It's either that or I have to respawn the enemies by going down the hole there and then coming back. So let's try the going back to the beginning thing. Yeah, there's also these power-ups right here. He says healing while he's thinking about needing to potentially have to die to leave. Nope, I can't leave that way. Oh, do a better job of killing me. You guys are actually, like, really bad at killing Xardion. Compared to how good you were at killing everybody else. There you go, now you're getting it. Needed a bunch of you together, apparently, to kill Xardion. There we go. So that's the Guardian of Ocean Sphere. Where do I think the Guardian of Hollow Sphere would be? I'm going to assume they're in the second part of each one. Oh, but it's this whole climbing bit. Oh, there was a move just over here. Or at least an item just over there. Entire time. Huh. No, Triton, it's not your time. Xardion can handle this area way better than anybody else can. Now, worst case, we end up with a victory lap for this area, so I suppose it's not the worst thing. If I don't see anything quickly, I may very well just look up where I'm supposed to be getting the treasures from. But I have a sneaking suspicion it may have something to do with the bird nest over here. At the very least, grabbing that. Yep, that is our missing abilities. Psyforce. So that was actually supposed to be the second ability, which is kind of what I was wondering about. So it's not actually unlocked in order, it's just you pick them up in whatever order. Got concerned for a second there because the music stopped. I'm like, did the game crash? It would have been really funny, but also really annoying. Now we're upside down. I missed out on, like, all the power-ups. I think that power-up might just be impossible to reach. And now we're here on Faria. Okay, since it doesn't seem to be operating on a consistent logic, give me a sec. Oh, start select is the map, though, apparently, so that's good to know. Oh, so literally the only one that was Chapter 2 was Ocean Sphere. The other two are Chapter 1. Well, we're in one of the places we need to be right now, so we'll go fetch this one first, then. And then go fetch the other one. And after we've done this one. Simple as. It didn't tell me where in the stage it is, just it's in this stage. I'm assuming it's probably got something to do with those platforms we looked at that we couldn't do anything with. That seems like the likely outcome. Just suddenly now that we have Xardion, they'll activate or something. Oh yeah, there we go. Just had to shoot them. Which means only Triton or Xardion could do that. But this just took me over to where we were before. Not really sure why there was 3 of those platforms either. Because there's the end of the stage right there. Oh yeah, there's the map. Tell you what, let's go back and go get the Holosphere one, because I think I missed the path I needed to take. I have no idea where here there would be something either. The bright side, the spheres will make this area less painful. You know, outside of the fact that we're still getting our shit pushed in direct damage-wise. Wow, these things have a lot of health. I'm not gonna worry about pausing for the ads here, because all we're doing is walking around looking for places to go at the moment. If I find a location, I'll pause there. But considering the fact that I'm gonna be dying down in here probably, it's fine. In fact, actually, while the ad's running, let me just look up where these places are instead. Oh, okay, that one's actually sublimely simple. You just need to get through. It's literally just do the stage again. Which, actually, in hindsight, it makes perfect sense, because remember, they talk about a legend involving the Iron Warrior and those flowers. So, actually, there's a hint for that one, and I should have thought of it. You know, it's almost like we've been going through a lot of games and we've been going for 5 hours already or something. So there's a slight bit of cook to the brain. I do wonder if I'm actually gonna have to fight something there, though. Thankfully, this guide that I'm looking at does specifically just mention, like, hey, these are the revisits. Just go to these spots in these places instead of what you do when you're there the first time. I had assumed it was going to be just, like, the whole pile collected into in one pile of information, like a lot of guides end up being. Because people can be a little bit lazy with their guide setup. Yeah, there it is, just sitting right there, apparently. So that's part 2. So we'll start select away. Said, start select away. There we go. Much easier if I just press start first, because start doesn't do anything. Okay, back in Fyria. Aha. So it's looking like the piece we get here is very easy to get. Aside from a jump you can miss. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. All you missed is I went and got the piece in Hollow Sphere because it was literally just walk through the stage again. There wasn't even a fight or anything, it was just sitting there. And apparently this one's just gonna be sitting there too. Literally only the first one has a fight. Which is a question mark. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Okay. Yeah, we now have El Arrow. Guess we're just gonna go straight on to the end then. Because I assume El Arrow is required to break through the thing we were looking at. Didn't mean to use it. Go, El Arrow. Phew. Yeah, it just pops it like a bubble. Alright then. So that's a thing that happened, I guess. Yep, we got Grub Warriors now, so that's fun. That drops all the way down. Let's check this one first, unless this one... No, I can't go through this. I can only go out through there, not in through there. So there's gonna be somewhere that's gonna send me back up here. Down here somewhere. Ow, that hurt me. Wait a damn minute, though. One, there's something right there. Two, isn't this where we were already? Or is this just one of those incredibly similar places? Oh great, it's time to play funny doors in this game. Well, let's see. The middle would be too obvious. End would also be kind of obvious. Let's try the first one. Nope, that's the one that takes me back up here. Well, it's just as well that I need to level up then, eh? So, it's kind of funny how Xardion's already caught up to Triton in level. Maybe I needed to go up there. Well, at the very least, there's a thing right there that I could have grabbed. I probably should have. Okay, so we know bottom's bad. Let's try top then. It's gonna end up being the middle because I've now chosen the top one. Yep, because this put us back to the beginning. Remember when I said middle was too obvious? The second I said that, I had felt a ting in my brain, like, yeah, you know, you're being stupid. Overthinking how they thought this through. Xardion dies, gets back all of its health and its ammo, so we can actually use our stuff. We really are on a roll today, though, having beaten 2 and going to be beating a 3rd game already. Maybe I should have set the goal higher. I set the goal to 5 because we struggled to beat that many last time. But apparently I've just picked a much better set so far. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I hit the goal before the timer, either. I don't really want to end it the moment I get 5 games done. Because there will be time that y'all have earned that would still be there. So that wouldn't feel right either. There's apparently a whole argument going on around us. So that's a thing. Okay. El arrow goes over its head. Hyper beam it is then. That definitely seems to be working. It's got a ton of health, whatever this thing is. It's drained all my ammo, and it's still alive. Hurts like a dickens when it touches me. You see, I have no sub-tanks, but I do have ammo. Oh, it's pulling me along with the screen now. Here's a thought. Can I use Triton? Nope, Triton's shots don't hurt it. Well, so much for the use shield idea, then. I see why the guide suggests having a bunch of healing items on hand for this now, because this is just a tank fest. That said, we do have one trick up our sleeves, and that is tanking with bodies. Okay, now all the orbs are just going over our heads, so we can just kind of chill right here. And it seems like we found the magical sweet spot. Problem is, we have no health left, so I don't really know what's gonna happen here. If this has, like, another form. Especially since we're also out of ammo. So all we can do is just shoot it. So in other words, this might be getting a little awkward here in a minute. Yep, it has a third form. And we're dead. Now, are we gonna reappear here, or are we gonna go back? We're gonna go back, okay. Do I know where there's ammo? That's the fun question, is we need both ammo and healing, honestly. So actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Ocean Sphere 1. Now that I know how to leave a place immediately, we're gonna do a little bit of item grinding. unfortunately. I know it kind of ruins the moment we just had of getting to that fight, but I need supplies for that fight, clearly. Down the hole. Go grab the item that was over here that we never remembered to grab before. None of which was useful. None of which was actually an item to take with us, apparently. I don't know what half these pickups even are, then, if they're not items. That's still confusing to me. Oh, you know what? I won't even be able to go get the items that I was thinking about anyway. Because we don't have Panthera anymore. So we can't actually get under here to get at the button. Isn't that a problem? Things I didn't think of for 500. That. There's a decent amount of items kicking around here in Ocean Sphere 2 as well. Not to mention being able to heal. And none of these are, like, actual items, though. These capsules are just junk. I genuinely don't know what these capsules even do. I had at some point apparently convinced myself that they were the item pickups. They don't do anything. Yeah, even that didn't do anything. I don't know what that was either. So the supposed item density I was thinking of here really isn't actually that dense at all. It's a bunch of useless shit. Does the guide mention what the hell these pickups do? The answer may surprise you in that no, it does not mention what those do. Unfortunately, the thing we would have been able to go up to would have had a sub-tank in it. Also, can I just say that Panthera really just gets the short end of the stick the whole game? Gets grabbed by arms and then killed off by the acid. The underground of Fiera might be a good place to go as well. What the hell was that? Apparently Hyper Beam upgraded as I leveled up, so that's cool. I didn't realize our abilities would get better. That'll help for that boss fight. Actually, going up and over was just a shortcut. There was no items up there. That's where the light arrow would have been, if I didn't already have it. So is this thing an actual pickup? No, that's not an actual pickup either. Then what the fuck? Why are so many of these things empty? Like, is it a matter of I can't pick them up repeatedly? Because I could have swore I did before. See, that was a sub-tank that time. So if we want to farm sub-tanks, we just go back here over and over again. Which, let me tell you, I'm very interested in that idea. Because even if we can't get more ammo, we could at the very least get enough sub-tanks to just, like, tank our way to victory if it comes to it. At the very least, this place has a guaranteed sub-tank. That was very glitchy for a moment there. That was concerning. Just gonna loop right back here again. Go get that item again. Oh, you know, I think that might be an ability. That might be why I'm getting confused. Doesn't explain why some of the items that look exactly the same do two different things, though. Like sub-tanks that aren't sub-tanks, but sometimes are sub-tanks. One way or the other, we're gonna end up with, like, stupid amounts of levels by the time we do this enough times for me to be happy. Not exciting, I know, but necessary things, etc. Maybe that's an item that I already have maxed out. Like, maybe that was a T-bomb or a missile, and that's why I'm not getting any? Uh-huh. Maybe. We've established that that's basically the only thing in here we need to pick up, is that one specific sub-tank. So we'll warp away again. I'm figuring this will be the last sub-tank I go grab. And then I'll get him through the guide fast and find a place where I can pick up ammo. Pick up a couple hits of ammo, and then that'll be enough to win the fight. Hopefully. So what I might do, out of an interest in not having to sit there and do the resupply trip again, is I might put a save state down just so, like I said, we don't have to do the resupply again if I fail. Just purely because that's burning unnecessary time. Now, admittedly, considering I'm on a timer, I could see where people might be like, well, that seems like cheating. And I could see both sides on that. There's a yes and a no to that. It's like, yes, it is definitely going to give me an advantage there. But I do think that I more or less should be playing the way I would normally. And a situation like that is somewhere I would put a save. Oh, actually, duh, I know where the ammo is. We were there for a long time before. This Hollow Sphere 2, the Nightmare Climb, had that ammo spawn up top. Right over here. Duh. Sometimes my brain works, and sometimes my brain don't work. So I blame part of it being me having blotted this area out of my damn memory, even though we were just here again a minute ago. There's also a bunch of items when we go through the inverse zone, so we may as well go back through here as well. Because there's another ammo pickup like right here. And right there. Oh, that's what some of those things do, is they give you more ammo immediately. So we just got ammo restored. Ah. I tried to jump at the, like, very last possible moment. Still, that stocked us up on ammo very quickly. And there's a sub-tank there, so we're just gonna go back there one more time. That is, like, the best grinding spot, apparently. The more you know. The shittiest place in the game is also the best grinding spot. For those wondering, I am purposely taking the damage there. Because what we're gonna do is, after I finish grinding, we go die, get fully charged up, and then go finish this. Because it'll make it the easiest it can be. Damn it! I don't know if that item is possible to get. I feel like it has to be. But maybe it isn't. Yeah, 5 sub-tanks, 5 ammo. If that's not enough, I have questions. So now, kill me. Get back here and kill me. Do a better job of killing me. Thank you. This way, at the very least, we're going into the stage at the strongest we could possibly be. And actually, other than using L arrow to break the thing, I may actually want to use, like, Triton or something for walking around. Just so we're not wasting Xardion's health. I say as I immediately lose health. Oh, the thing's still gone. Okay, that's nice. Okay, Triton, you're up. Okay, maybe Triton isn't up. Triton is just getting shit on. Because I think Xardion is just across the board stronger. Like, shots do more damage, more shots, etc. Holy shit, I'm just getting eaten up. Let's actually go get whatever this was as well. If I even can make this jump. Oh, there's just nothing there. The fuck? Oh, there's something glitching out there, I think. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's one of the fly packs stuck there. Being down half my health walking in here kind of blows, but it's fine. I'm gonna put the save state down so I don't have to redo the grinding like I said I was going to. Meanwhile, this weird nonsense happens. Switch to Hyper Beam. don't know what save does. You use missiles too, just to get them used up out of our inventory. It might be better to use that for the tall version. I could also probably just use spheres for the tall boy. I already forgot just how absurdly tanky this thing is. Thankfully, we already know how to do this segment without taking much damage, as long as I can get the positioning right again. Should be, like, right about here. Except it's aiming better this time. So, what the fuck? Maybe there's, like, specific phases to its shots or something. There we go. I just needed the right spot back, I guess. Oh, the excitement of sliding along the floor, shooting giant beams of death at an enemy, eh? My ad thing is also gone, again. Which, continuing to be a wonderful website. I hit the wrong button, burning at least one of our ammo things completely pointlessly. So I meant to switch to just shooting. I'm realizing, why am I even using Hyper Beam when I'm completely safe? This will be slower, but it saves the ammo supply for the third phase. This phase being what I wanted the healing items for, considering it seems to have these annoying tracking shots. But what the hell is going on with this thing? It seems to have blood coming out of its center orifices, and I don't really know what to do with that information. Like, it's got a long neck with a wiggly bone head on top of it, a distended stomach that's got just holes in it and blood coming out. This thing's a mess. I used 2 sub-tanks because as I couldn't tell if it worked for a second. And then I got hit, so it used the second one up. But thankfully, Xardion's health bar is long enough at this point that we're probably okay. Still trying to avoid at least some of these hits, but the tracking on those things is kind of shitty. Like, shitty in a way that they're actually effective. Makes them annoying. This thing's also, like, hyper tanky, so it's kind of a problem across the board. Okay, yeah, I'm on ammo right now. You certainly can, Tara. How you doing? Go fully heal. Welcome to the slowest boss fight in the universe. Well, we'll use a legendary armor to defeat whatever this disgusting thing is. Come on, just die eventually, please. This has taken more of a pummeling than the previous 2 forms have. Yeah, just minus, like, half of the other abilities, really. We've got 3 mechs with different abilities, and unfortunately this is the only one that works at this part of the game. Something need the power of a legendary weapon, etc. to do anything. Really, 5 ammo and 5 sub-tanks might not be enough. Are you fucking joking me? It's like the previous 2 phases are like nothing. And this one's just kind of annoying. Yep. If I get the timing right, I could do this. Yeah, mind you, like half the other bosses we've encountered in this game died in like 3 or 4 of these hyper beams, those that we encountered after we got Xardion, which is like one of them. Because there was a squid creature that was claimed to be stronger than our current weapons at the time, and we walked up and hyper beamed it like twice and it died. This thing, though, still alive after I've burned basically all of my hyper beams. In fact, now all of my hyper beams. Oh, now it broke. Literally all of that ammo just to break that. Okay. And, you know, it has a 4th phase, because why wouldn't it? I am out of everything. Fire the missile hills. I'm really gonna have to go back to the other planet and grind more. Also, what are you supposed to do about the spinning attack there? Like, what? Wait, what killed me? What? The other thing didn't even make contact yet. I just died before it even got there. Okay, hang on. Ew. So, even the guide's like, shrug, just do what you were already doing. Lovely. Well, for one, I'm going to get my stuff that I had back. We're just gonna wait this dialogue out and then I'm gonna teleport away. I'm not gonna sit there and grind 5 ammo and 5 sub-tanks again, when all I'm gonna do is go in this place, go get the stuff, wash, rinse, repeat. It's not exciting, and no one needs to sit through this, except we're gonna have to in order to do this fight, apparently. Because it has an asinine amount of durability. And, like, we're higher level than anything I've had in this game up till this point has been, so it's not like I'm trying to rush through under-leveled or something. I would figure. Hey, we finally got that one, though. Now, guess what? We're gonna go do it again! Oh, the excitement. Like, this is a point where if I knew a code to just quickly get, like, 9 of each, I would do it. Just because, like, this is a non-issue. This is just me spending the time doing the same repeated action. All I would be doing by skipping this is avoiding gaining more levels, which only hurts me in the long run to not have those levels. God damn it. Problem is you have to jump at like the last pixel of that platform in order to have a prayer of getting whatever that item is. Oh! Oh no. So there's a flaw in my plan. You may have noticed I had 5 and 5. If we go back here one more time, you may understand what the flaw in the plan was. See, that's an ammo pickup right there. See how I have 5 ammo? 5 is the cap. You can only have 5 of them. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. Game from 2003. Use your strange monsters to help you in a hack and slash brawler. That could be a few things. Could be Blue Dragon, could be Alter Echo, depending on how you want to phrase that one. Like, that could be so many things. I mean, really, it's up to you on that one. It's kind of an open thing of like, okay, you can either be very descriptive and make it easier, or you could make it more difficult. Either is fine, it's just a matter of whether you actually want me to be able to get it or not. I'll ask this question. What system is that on? It's made by Capcom. Okay, that makes it simpler by far. 2003, made by Capcom. Using strange monsters to fight. Did Capcom make Chaos Legion? That would be one that would make sense with that description. You're fine, Charlotte. A lot of people drop in by asking a question first, so that's normal. I don't think Chaos Legion was Capcom, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. I feel like I should absolutely know what this is, and my brain's just failing me on this one. Which, you know, 5 hours in, that's kind of expected a bit. I'm gonna tank a death here just to restore the last bit of stuff without needing to burn an item. That was a 2003 Capcom game. What system was it for? Let's go with that. That is still gonna be my one question. Like, is it a single system game? Is it a multi-platform? Because that'll help me a lot. Oh wow, speaking of helping a lot, why did that die so fast that time? Is Hyper Beam not effective against this thing? Okay, it's PC and PS2. That is very enlightening. Because Capcom only did so many things that ended up being multi-platform. Also, I think I may have just been shooting myself in the foot using Hyper Beam, or the gun upgrade we got from the level we just got is making a huge difference. One of the two. Because we are just shredding through this thing suddenly. And I am confused. Yeah, things Capcom made that ended up going PS2 and PC. What is that game? Like, I feel like it's right there in my brain, and I'm just not not getting it. Because I should know that. I absolutely should know that. But I think I'm gonna have to admit defeat here, because I'm not having it click in my brain what this is. And I'm gonna kick myself as soon as I hear the answer, probably. That's what I figured. So what, was I right then that it was Chaos Legion and I'm just forgetting that it was Capcom that did that? Was that the one that was correct? Okay, I did remember right. To be fair, I grew up with that game, so I have a bit of an unfair advantage there. I just do not remember companies specifically that well half the time, so it being Capcom did not narrow it down as much as it could have. Also, wow, yeah, I must have just been doing this fight wrong. Oh, absolutely. Either that gun upgrade was a massive change, or like our holy lance of bullshit just doesn't work. One of the two. Oh, apparently the orbs are destroyable, so actually, yeah, the sphere ability is gonna work out great here then, because it can just destroy the orbs for me when it decides to target properly. Yeah, we're basically just safe in this phase, then. This is silly. So all that prep was not pointless, but nearly pointless. Because apparently just shooting it with regular shots is suddenly way more effective. Oh, it's still not over. Oh no, cutscene. Okay. I'm assuming the idea is like that machine was gonna reconstitute it or something. They did say it was a woman, yes. I feel like there's all kinds of plot that's not really being addressed here. It's just being kind of vaguely mentioned and then they skim past it. Ah, okay. To save his planet, he turned it into a creature, and it didn't work out. Par for the course. So they brought about the very cataclysm they were trying to avoid. Which is about par for the course as well. Well, it clearly was doing a lot more than protecting his daughter. So they made a shrine and just vowed to protect the shrine instead. And in order to protect the shrine, they lashed out and attacked everything. There really wasn't any from the sound of things. Well, yeah, everything's exploding, so the hologram's not really gonna stay. I mean, you mentioned that it was a living planet, but it clearly isn't if no life's on it. It's in the desert everywhere. I'm gonna assume it's back on fire, yeah. There's Xardion just stuck in a tree. Okay. I guess that's where you could put it. This fucking game. Oh, it is the living planet. We just killed it, so it may or may not come back. Sure. And now the same boss track plays again for the credits. They really did not have much music for this game, huh? Still, that is 3 games out of the 5 target completed now. Now remember, this is meant to be a multi-day event, so obviously all 5 don't have to be done today. It just has to be done before that timer runs out. Depending on if people decide to increase the requirement or assist in keeping the timer alive. This is certainly doing a great job of padding the clear count for this month, because that's now our 4th game for the month, with Final Fantasy II being the odd one out as far as not being part of the event. And that is 15 games beaten for the year total. Once the credits are done, I'll slot in the next one. I don't think I'm gonna finish the next one though, because we're already 6 hours in and I'm definitely feeling it. Thank you, thank you. I think our record for one day is 4? The record's either 3 or 4, so we've either tied or beat the we've either tied or approached the record that I have for how many things I've beaten in one day. Thing was, the one we got the record on was as a result of a handful of fighting games being added to that list as well, so they were very short. This is 3 full-length games that we've beaten here, so well, full length may be negotiable in terms of F-Zero maximum velocity, but that's neither here nor there. The end. See, a smarter man would have taken notes and known exactly which lengths, which games on his list were. The kicker being, of course, we can always put a save state down and resume a game tomorrow if I want to split it, or play a game that has a save system, which I think there's only one on this list that would have a save. So yeah, we'll do that then. We'll start the process on that and either finish it or not as I deem fit as we go. It's flipping back to the Game Boy Advance setup, but that's fine. It does not take long at all to do. Oh, I will, don't worry. I'm not so tired that like I'm gonna fall over. I'm just feeling the brain drain a little bit. Now, if OBS would actually catch up and put the thing on screen, there you go. Gonna have to lower the volume a touch based on the meters. We get the... Why is this on screen? That shouldn't be on screen. Doesn't matter that it was on screen, but it's like, that doesn't need to be there.